I told a story about my sister in a stand-up in a stand-up way. I walked around the wedding hall, and everyone loved it. But I don't really remember what the fuck I said.
Do you know why they loved it?
No.
Because that is your sister's day. Everybody knows your sister, and they're the focal point.
I made fun
but
of
when
her.
you do stand-up comedy, you have nobody knows anybody, and they have to. Now you're only talking about you, or you're talking about a situation. So to bring people who don't know you and don't know what you're talking about in is a much different situation.
So basically, what you're saying is I'm shit.
No, not at all.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But I'm saying
that's interesting.
I'll tell you, I hear a lot of people go, bro, down at the factory.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's my sister actually calling.
Oh, there she is. Is this live? Should you hear that?
We're not recording anymore?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're still recording.
We paused.
This is going to happen, man. This is the part of life.
Of course, part of life.
It's part of life. Well, my phone is hooked up to my iMac. I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to fucking change that, man.
Yeah, you gotta mess with the settings.
You know what I'll do is I'll turn off my phone.
You gotta
now what,
have a
bitch?
Mac.
Oh, that's interesting. Is this the start of the thing?
No, it's been recording for 31 minutes. We were talking the whole time.
Wow. I was wondering why you're turning your phone off now.
Because I didn't think about it until right now.
Is this episode 1?
Not technically.
No, Dave was
episode 1, but me and Dave just he was
who the fuck is Dave?
gracious enough. Dave Ferris. He was at.
Dave Ferris.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was
you
here.
You guys are not brothers.
No, we're not brothers.
You're Brandon Ferris. He's Dave Ferris.
Different last name spelling.
could easily be brothers.
Yeah. Different spelling. His birthday's the day after mine.
But he's like a brother.
Yes, he is.
Isn't that interesting?
It's weird. It's fate.
Did you guys become friends?
the same
because
spelling
of
you
the
said?
Same last name.
No, different spelling.
He's got a name.
He went to my high school. He's half Scottish too. I'm full Scottish, but yeah.
So am I.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Not full. Half.
I'm full pretty much. My mom was born there. My dad was born in Canada, but he's background Scottish. So
Okay.
yeah.
I have no idea what my dad's background was. I think it was British.
Well, let's see. Everyone's British. If you're not Polish, you're British.
He wasn't Polish.
That's pretty much how it is.
Polish, you're British.
You're not Polish, you're
You
British.
didn't give a shit about the
That's
Asians,
a fact.
I guess.
Coming right from
Well, I think Asians. I don't think you have to guess if someone's Asian or not.
Sometimes you do.
Really?
Yeah, you ever see those fucking weird, like, they have white, like, features, but then their eyes, or everything's Asian, but their eyes are normal?
That's a ghost.
No, it's not. It's fucking freak you out, man.
Really?
You're going to see it soon, and you're going to go, fuck, that's what he's
Can you
talking
think of somebody that everybody knows that...
Joe Coy?
Isn't koi an Asian fish?
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy is a comedian.
Have you heard of Joe Coy?
No.
You never heard of Joe Coy?
No, Joe Coy.
Oh, come on.
You're joking.
You never heard of Joe Coy?
I was just gonna say, for a comedian to have
It's
Joe
pretty cool.
Coy and then
Joe
Joe Coy. It's like an English comedian.
Joe Coy. Never heard of
Do you
him.
know what I watched yesterday? Jim Owen.
Oh, he's amazing.
Fucking killed me.
He's amazing.
He fucking
He's
killed me.
amazing.
he's amazing.
He's so funny.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's talking about Asians right now, yeah?
Amazing.
Don't come back here. That's funny, man. No, he's really good.
amazing.
I saw him Just for Laughs probably 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and I was watching his Netflix. Actually, they just took it off Netflix today. They must have, because I've been watching it for the last week. Today's not available. So I was watching it for the last week. It crushed me. Absolutely crushed me. It's hilarious.
I don't
It was
even know who
really
that
good.
is either.
I put it on for you, but
Jim Owen.
Netflix fucking
Jim Owen.
Jim Owen.
Jim Owen.
Jim
It's
Owen.
Jimeon.
Oin.
O-I-N, yeah.
Yeah,
There you
Jim
go.
Owen.
He's good though.
He's
Classic.
great, man.
Yeah.
He's very, like, unless he's different now, but he's very kind of, like, slow and deliberate.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
Same thing.
Not a high energy guy. I would love to see you do stand-up.
I would love to try it.
I would love to see that. You
Set me
too.
up. Book me in.
Will
Next
you
time you
do
do a
it?
show, I will do. I'll
Will you
open
allow
for
me
you
to
in
do
Will
Ball.
you just riff, or will you
I'll-
actually plan something?
If you give me enough time, I will legitimately write material and give it my whole
You
heart.
swear to God you would do it?
How much time would you? How much time if you were going to book me one?
Oh, here we
now.
go.
You would get 5 minutes.
No, but I mean from now till when I do it.
5 minutes.
We're going to a gig tonight. Are you coming?
Yeah,
or are you
we
in or you
have one
out?
at 10.
Are you guys fucking serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Are
poachers.
you on?
No,
You can't do it tonight.
No.
How much time do you need?
We're fucked.
I can
It's a
drink.
solid 45 minutes.
I can drink.
Yeah.
I'll drink. You know what?
You
I'll
can't be
drink
one of
and
those
then I'll go
ones-
on.
You can't be
Would
one of
you
those
get
ones
drunk?
that drink and go
No,
on.
you know what? Honest to God, if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do it,
you're one of those dudes.
if seriously, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put real 100% effort into it.
Well, yeah.
So I want to actually time to write material.
But you have material written,
Some.
but not like 5 minutes?
It's a lot.
I would. Yeah.
Do you
it's
have
more.
material written, or do you have like like premises, like ideas of things you would talk about?
I legitimately did have material written. I'd have to find it, but I did. I
have
wrote
some
down. No,
material.
I did write down material.
Physically write or type?
Physically typed it. I typed
Yeah, you
it.
typed
But
it.
I typed up material, and I never really got it out there because I know I asked a couple comedians. Reed Price. I asked him at one time. I said I wanted to tell him my jokes, but he said don't tell anybody your jokes. Don't tell a comedian your jokes because if you don't get the proper response that you think you're going to get, that joke could be funny and hilarious to a crowd, but it might uke you and crush you before you get on stage.
I half agree. I would say tell someone. Well, tell me.
Yeah. Okay.
When
Just
you find
tell
it.
me.
Tell me your premises.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't have to tell me your jokes, just your premises. Because I'll tell you, here's the biggest thing in comedy. If you go up and you talk about something that you know nothing about, the audience will sniff that out like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
If you go up and talk about something that you at least know shit about, you're passionate about, you can speak on outside of comedy, then they will feel the realness behind it and be more attentive to you on stage. You might bomb still, you might not get the reaction that you were hoping, but that all comes with snipping and rewording,
Fine tuning, timing, and everything is totally different. Even
so
tones.
you're never gonna you're gonna go on. So here, one of two things happens usually for a guy doing his first time. He goes on, he has 5 minutes, and he fucking destroys. He kills it, and he goes, "Holy shit, I'm so good at this!
It's like
I'm like the best comedian that's ever happened." And then he gets to the second gig, and maybe it's in a different place, and now this audience just isn't feeling it for one reason or another, and he bombs hard.
Yeah.
More people bomb their second time than their first time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd bet that too.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that. That's interesting.
Because you can get, especially if you bring a lot of friends and family, and you know people.
Yeah.
Now you're doing what you were doing at the wedding, where you're comfortable. Everybody knows you.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it's 4 people that you know, your level, your energy level, and your confidence, you come out, boom, right?
Yeah.
Now they're not there for your second show. Now it's fucking just strangers, and you're looking out, going, "Oh shit!" And now your confidence dips, and you're using the same material, but it's not getting the same reaction.
So constantly bring your family.
That's what you're saying. Only do it at home.
Yeah. Only do it at home.
Only do comedy at home.
Yeah, just do comedy up here, man.
Who got you? So what got you into comedy?
What got me into
comedy?
comedy?
Like who? What made you initially decide this is what I'm doing? I'm writing this and I'm going on stage.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. So when I was in school, I was very much a quiet kid, not shy, but I was just like I observed
Southeast Bruins.
everything. What?
Southeast Bruins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Palm Mills, man. Southeast Bruins.
Jim Higgins, greatest.
Holy shit!
Hockey
Should I
coach
leave?
ever.
No, what you get left out for a fucking 30 seconds there?
5 minutes.
Did you play hockey when you were a
No,
kid?
I never see it. I know this one's going to go for a little while.
Here we
too,
go.
'cause I never played hockey.
It's okay, man. We're
Didn't
forgiving.
do anything.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
back to why you're doing comedy. We'll talk about your
I did comedy, so I never grew up.
My
in
failures.
Saturday.
failures
after.
later. So yeah, so what comedian? Is there a specific comedian that it brought out in you?
No. I'll tell you if you don't mind.
I don't.
Is he okay?
No,
Thanks.
I've heard the story a lot. I'll
Okay.
probably say it for him.
Okay.
Go ahead. No,
Would you like
I'd
to?
like to hear from you again.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think
Could you do it as him? Could you do it as him?
No, I wouldn't be able to do it that well.
So anyway, back to our story.
Anyway, it all started when I was born. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what really did it though. When I was in school, I was a quiet kid. I just sat, I observed. But when it came time for speeches,
It's so awkwardly
angry,
through a
man?
cup.
I was gonna have some, and then there wasn't any in here. So I didn't know what to do
Both our eyes just went to that cup and looked at each other.
because of course when I put it back, it can't just be
It
me.
roll,
It's
it
like-
roll. It's beer pong. Those guys asshole play
so
beer pong.
angry.
We're trying to tell a story. So you're in high
Listen
school.
to
You're
this
quiet.
story again,
You're in high school. Go
Well,
ahead. Get the fuck out of here for a minute. So you're back. You're back in. So you're a high school quiet kid, and then
no,
what
I'm
happened?
done with the story.
Yeah, all right.
Brandon.
I want to know. I genuinely want to know.
So I when it came time for speeches,
The sink, you fucking idiot. Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, you were good with speeches.
he's upset. He's really upset.
You want the milk? Why don't you have some ketchup, asshole, and ruin the story again?
Was this really actually tap water?
Yeah.
Why?
Like by Brita?
You don't give people like a warning before you do that to them?
I offered you wine and vodka. And now you tap water isn't good enough?
What kind of wine do you have?
Pinot Grigio. White wine.
Distilled.
Is it white wine?
Yeah, you want
You guys
some?
don't want to have a little glass?
We should have a celebratory glass of
Let's have a
wine.
great
You
night.
guys sit down. I can ask you questions from over there.
I'd rather have sugar than chlorine.
Why ask questions? They don't get answered.
All right, you should check.
Who cares about the
Why
questions?
exactly? Continue. Seriously, I want to know.
I can't tell you why I got into it, but I can damn sure tell you why I'm getting out of it.
That's funny. So I have some wine here.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is the best podcast.
This is the best part. We got to just rip on each other.
Fuck, man. Well, that's the whole pointless, man. The pointless of it. I said pointless by
Really a
accident.
wine
I just went with it.
drinker, but
You just feeling like wine is the right thing to do
I
right
just
now?
feel like
Wine
not too
fucks
much.
you right
though.
up, man.
that
Wine's a
good?
different buzz.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
That's great.
So yeah, so you did speeches in high school?
Yeah, so anytime in high school, I'll make this quick. Anytime in high school that speeches came around, even though I was a quiet kid, I could always turn it on. It always came naturally, and they always had a comedic slant to them. So no matter what, if I was doing a book report, if I was doing whatever, it was always funny. And cheers, boys.
Yep. Cheers, man.
It was always funny.
To the maybe
Cabin-
first
Cabin
episode.
podcast. Thank you so
Cabin
much.
podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So your speech had a comedic twist towards them.
Yeah, so and I always just knew how to. It was just instinctually in me for some reason. I knew how to lighten a mood. I knew how to
Draw laughter.
Yeah, I knew when I was put. It was almost like I didn't like speaking in front of people, but when I was forced to, I just was really good at it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been there.
But I wasn't the outgoing kid. I wasn't the kid at the party like splashing around in the balls, causing fucking havoc, and everybody's like, you know what I mean? The plastic balls.
I hope the camera caught, that came out.
He still hasn't swallowed it though. It's still in there. There you go.
How often you say that?
Oh, nice.
And then you just but why comedy? Like that could have just that talent could have just stayed and never went anywhere with it.
So that led me to being voted valedictorian of my grade 8 class.
Oh,
okay?
like it.
So I
Glenn
did.
Cairn.
Glenn Cairn.
Fuck yeah, St.
Shout out to
Sebastian's.
Glenn Cairn, loved it. So
Holy
I do
fuck,
this.
you guys got to get a room.
Pawn
It's the
Mills,
second
bro.
thing. Yeah.
Pawn Mills, man.
What
Pawn
else?
Mills.
Food
Food Mills.
basics.
That's a grocery store.
It was IGA before it was Food Basics.
Yes, it was, and they had
IGA.
a little park in there.
IGA.
There were little go karts in there.
What?
In the
IGA?
mall. No, behind.
Oh, in the mall. Yeah.
I
There's
just
like a
mind fucked you
merry-go-round.
there. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
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 What happened there?
Anyway, so just ignored
Mind
it.
fuck.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it was a mind fuck.
I mind fucked you there.
Yeah.
I heard I fucked you there.
Yeah. As a
I
6-year-old.
fucked you there.
As
Yeah.
a 6-year-old. Yeah, we had
Is that what you
sex
said?
at the mall.
That was a beautiful day for me.
Yeah.
We had a real connection
Yeah.
on that go-kart.
Go kart.
It was the last one left. We both wanted to ride. It's not my fault.
Lost my virginity in a power wheel when I was 7.
Not my fault.
It's not my fault. I
was
inserted
excited.
my penis.
I was excited.
Thank God I grew up in a good home. That could have very easily been a reality.
Wanted for years.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man.
Now I got a metal dick.
Back to the story. Back to
That's
this.
what happens when you fuck on a go-kart for the first time when you're 7. You
Battery.
got a metal dick.
Dick.
Battery-powered dick.
Got a 3-year
Wine
fucking
is
3-year
great.
warranty. It is good, eh?
Yeah, this really
Jackson
it is-
Triggs.
What kind is it?
Jackson. It's wine.
Jackson,
Jackson Triggs.
I know red
It's
and
right
white.
here.
I mean,
What
that's-
kind?
I don't think I can legally put it on because of
You can illegally put it on though.
I can totally do that too. You guys can't tell what this is.
Wax and Migs.
Yeah. Tax and jigs is what you gotta
Tax
say.
and
Tax
jigs.
and jigs.
Tax and jigs.
Greeno Pigio.
Oh, nice. That's,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
It's the best
That's
I
my
find.
favorite.
It's
Yeah.
French, right?
Yeah.
You prefer white over red?
No, I like red wine
Why do you have white wine?
because Sean, my buddy,
You drank
bought
all
it.
the red wine.
No, but I'll tell you the story because you asked.
Okay.
My buddy Sean brought it over and
He
it's
doesn't
here.
like when you finish.
I know.
stories.
I just like
That's-
all his questions are completely rhetorical, and any sentence and any reserve, they're all rhetorical.
Yeah.
What time you going out? Don't care.
So
What?
Sean bought you some red wine.
No, he bought red wine. You asked and you weren't listening. And he left it here, so we just
I'm
started drinking.
just trying to get us back on here.
Back on track. Well, it's his fucking story. He was telling about the comedy. Now we're talking about Power Wheels and
You
fucking
mentioned
mics.
about the wine. You brought the wine up.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one.
It is nice wine. Who's your favorite comedian besides yourself?
No, I'm not my favorite comedian.
Really?
I don't really have. That's the thing. I don't really, honest to God, because I get asked that more than anything.
He'll end up saying Seinfeld.
No, here's the thing though. I'm not. Seinfeld was the first like show and stuff that I really got into, and I just really liked him. I liked the show. When I saw his stand-up clips at the beginning, like I really liked. He was so intelligent to me. I loved that humor. It's not my humor. It's not what I would do. But I loved Seinfeld. Loved him.
Earned your respect.
Yeah,
as a comedian.
But now I don't have a favorite comedian. I'm just a fan of comedy.
Yeah,
like
me too.
in general.
Me too.
I would love to go to like a Dane Cook show, but at the same time, I love going to a open mic in Toronto to watch. I don't necessarily like to do them because they're soul sucking in a way, but I love to go and watch young comics people don't know, never heard of, go and just try out their material. There's just something so amazing to me.
Something innocent about
comedy.
Sense,
it's just like you're by yourself. It's only you. Sink or swim, do or die, and you put yourself out there in the fucking rawest way possible.
Perfect word, raw.
And you just go, here's what I thought was going to be funny to a room full of people I've never met. Like, who dares to even do that?
Yeah.
Who would do that? You'd never show up and get a bar's attention and go, hey, I got a funny story for you.
No, you're right.
But
it's funny.
There are some people that are naturally like that. That just want to enter
sure.
a place and just want to speak. It's want to start
And
talking.
I'm not. I would never do that. Unless there was a start time and, like, I would never just walk into a place and start going, hey, everybody, you know.
But if you're told to, you destroy.
Right.
That's
what it goes back to was whenever I was put on the spot, boom, it just came out. So it was like, well, why don't you just do that? You seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Why don't you just follow down that path?
Yeah.
So when I did the valedictorian speech, I ended up getting a standing ovation. And I was standing up there. This is on video. I was standing there and like so confused as to why people were standing.
I would love to see that.
I was like, what? You can see my face. I look over. The teachers are standing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. They must be coming to greet me. And then I look out, and everybody, row by row, is standing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? In my head, right?
Yeah.
And then it was after that, it was actually when I watched the tape, I was like, the feeling that I felt, the feeling inside that I felt, the adrenaline rush that went through me during that 8-9 minute speech, and the way that felt every time I made them laugh, anytime that I said anything that got a rise out of them in any way, and especially when they stood, I was like, I want to feel that every fucking day of my life. How can I do that?
Yeah.
How can I do
That's
that?
interesting. So it's like almost a high. Like adrenaline rush.
It is a high.
Yeah.
No drug, alcohol, nothing in the world will get you as high as being on, well, for me, some people...
No,
they
you
get
know
really
what?
high, but
You can't bottle that.
No, you can't.
You can't bottle that.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's like when we went on that roller coaster, the Leviathan. When I went on that to me was almost as exhilarating as being on stage.
Wow.
But you weren't scared to get on stage. You were scared to get on the roller
You're
coaster.
scared to get on stage every time you go on stage.
Still scared.
Okay, well I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you get scared. You
I
have
got-
to be scared.
Well, when I used to do the network marketing deal, like okay, other than
What about hip hop? When you did that, did you get scared
oh
before
yeah,
a show?
every time.
That's the same thing.
Every time.
You're showing your internal human element.
Anxiety was you just couldn't control it. No matter what, you had some sort of panic. Like you had to pee when you didn't have to.
Right.
Throw up, your stomach hurts. Like
I never threw up
A million
before a show.
excuses to why not to go on.
I always feel tired right before a show. Like
Really?
Yeah.
Adrenaline dump.
I get like I'm so amped up, and then like right before I go on stage, I'm like, I'm tired.
Because
and then
you're
when
sitting
you know
around
you're next,
waiting.
you're like, boom,
Bam!
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You just go up and just fucking.
It's pretty cool.
Go,
But hip hop's different. You have a beat behind you. You got people that are with you. So if you screw up your lyrics, they can get you back on track. You know, hip hop's a lot different. But with speaking in front of a crowd and you're just up there for 20 minutes or 25 minutes, that's like the scariest thing ever. So I had to do speeches, and it's kind of the same thing. You're not necessarily making people laugh, but you're trying to motivate them. Trying to get them.
You're trying to
change their
earn
life.
something from them.
No, I mean like with network marketing, like
Yeah,
the whole Vice
that's
stuff,
what I mean.
right?
You have to earn respect.
I got to convince you on stage that you should listen to me and that you should join my business because it's gonna change your life if we work together.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
I think any speech should go that route.
So
right?
everybody's sitting there going like, "Who the hell are you and why should I give a shit?"
Yeah,
And you have to answer that question.
but with a situation like this,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like music, and that, they're there to see you. They're there not necessarily to see you guys, but they're there to have that premise.
Right.
Are you gonna make music again? What are you doing? Are you gonna get back into that?
There's so much unused material. There's so much unused beats. There's so much unused lyrics that eventually there's gonna have to be some sort of a return album.
Well, I called this
or a non-pro. We got to make a non-pro.
I called this guy the other day, and I was listening to Meek Mill. So when he picked up, I just spit a verse, just randomly joking around, and I stopped, and he started spitting the verse, and it was like the best verse I think I've ever heard in my life.
I did.
The verse you just said when I said Meek Mill to you, and you're on the phone, and you said a verse.
When was this?
Like 3 days ago, bro. And I said, why don't you fucking use that? And then I said, you should just do a verse once in a while. What verse was that?
I forgot about that.
That was ridiculous.
That was
honestly,
we were drunk
unreal.
As hell. That's what it was. That's why I don't remember till right now.
Yeah, we were drinking.
That was that night at Joe Cool's. It was
no,
that
but
night.
was that the same day? Yes, it
that,
was. I called you. Yeah, but what was that verse? Night. What was that?
That was just some stupid shit that I never finished.
Unfucking real. I couldn't believe it. It was unreal. I'm like, what is that from? And you're like, no, I just wrote that. I'm like, what? Like
what was the verse? Though? I don't even
in life.
The verse.
I forget.
You were there. You were sitting right beside me. I was at Mike's house.
I know.
Something about like a job, like king. You said it was fucking unbelievable. It was so well done.
That was his job. You were the king.
King. That's a pretty hard job.
Are you jacked? Like, are you jacked?
You mean how jacked is he?
Like, I can't. Like, are you
work
just
out?
Like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Do you bodybuild and shit?
I know. I just lift.
How much do you? What do you?
No,
lift?
he's just fat muscles.
I've seen it before. You never know. Some guys just get huge, but they're not.
I think if you have to ask, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
No,
just kidding. Just kidding.
What I meant.
Yeah, I lift weight. Yeah, man. I lifted weight for a long time.
You were small when you were in.
See, no one fucking knows it. No one believes me, man. I was the smallest kid in elementary school and high school.
You were
tiny.
Like real.
You were
skinny
small.
And shit.
I was the smallest kid in grade 9 in high school.
So small, man.
I was 4'11", 85 pounds going into grade 9.
Wow.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going into grade 9?
Going into grade 9.
I was skinny as hell.
My doctor told me that based off of what he's seen, he's like, you're probably only going to be 5'5". And I cried that day. I fucking cried that day, man.
How tall are you?
6'1".
There you go.
You know, I was thinking this the other day. It's funny. When you're in grade 4, grade 5, you have no idea what adult life's going to be. When you're 30, you imagine yourself having 4 kids, a dog, maybe just most kids. If you showed me a picture of me now when I was in grade 4, I'd cry.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm not upset. I'm just saying.
You crying away like. Oh,
I listen. I like how I look. I'm just saying. As a child, when you see, I'd be bald with a beard. I'd be like, "What happened? What happened to me?" Because when you're a child, you're so innocent. And I'm a bad person. I have no hair and I have a beard. I'm a pirate. What happened? I'm going back to '94, bro. Like, you don't know shit. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You have no fucking idea.
No, it's true.
I remember yeah, when I'm going to be probably playing the NHL, or I'm going to be a cop, and I'm going to have 3 kids by the time I'm 25. I'm fucking 29. Are you kidding? I'm not near that shit.
I know.
30 this year, bro.
85, right?
30 this year, yeah.
We're all 85.
I saw my fucking reading buddy at Joe Cool's. My reading buddy. Remember reading buddy? I kept saying, you like dinosaurs. You like dinosaurs. Reading buddy.
Reading buddy.
Remember that? You're grade 6, grade 7, you have a grade 1, and you go outside the hallway.
Did you hear great sex? That's what I heard.
No, great sex?
I heard grade 6. See, he's a lyricist at heart, so he manipulates everything he hears.
I heard great sex. Everybody can vouch for me on that.
I did not have great sex in grade 6, I promise.
It's like I had grade 6 and grade 7.
When did you lose your virginity?
I was 17.
What?
17?
Just turned 17.
Yeah, I was 19.
I was 16.
You made it sound like I'm a fucking asshole. You beat me by a year.
No, the reason I would think that is
like I was 29.
Because I know you and your capabilities.
But not then.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I thought, oh yeah, well, it's interesting because
it was 30 seconds long.
I would have thought. I
felt like I had autism.
I think it was 30 seconds.
You look like a rake.
Autism.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That's how that verse started.
Was it?
Yeah, you think you autistic? No, you think you're artistic?
Yeah.
You're autistic.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
No, he calls me. He goes, "You think you're artistic?" I go, "I'm not. Definitely not autistic." And then you
fucking
fucking went in.
That's what I use.
That's weird. That's funny. Yeah. So my sex life, for some reason, what we're talking about is good. So I don't know. We're talking about that. What the fuck were we just talking about?
You have a girl? Do you have a girl?
You had great sex in grade
2
7.
years.
We were talking about autism.
Nice.
2 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
You must have done well in your day.
I did okay in my heyday.
So you were who I was talking about in that verse then?
Technically, but just remove the autism, hopefully.
Maybe now.
Yeah, maybe now.
You're not autistic.
No, I don't think so.
Good.
Maybe I have fucking, what's it called? Asperger's.
Yeah. That would be a great name for a burger shop.
Asperger's?
Asperger's.
I don't know.
I don't know how people would shop. I wouldn't be shopping at Asperger's.
I don't think I'd buy a
You
burger
wouldn't have
there.
an Asperger?
No, I have a hard time with Burger King, let alone Asperger's.
It's You like Burger King?
Yeah.
Over McDonald's?
Number 5. I don't know. That's a good debate right there, my friend. Here's the thing. McDonald's is a weekly thing. Like I'll have one maybe once a week. But Burger King is purely for the hungover.
Okay.
Number 5, BK Stacker with extra stacker, large onion ring, large Diet Coke. Smash that shit.
How often are you drunk?
I'm gonna
that was very
That's
good.
the right order.
Yeah.
I'm a man who knows food. That's a great order.
Yeah. I love food.
That's a great
I
order.
enjoy food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cook food as well.
What's your specialty? What do you cook?
What's your favorite food?
I'm really good at chicken. I cook some good chicken. I do. I marinate that for like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't get into marinating. Waste of time, in my opinion.
Why?
No time.
How could it waste your time?
I gotta edit.
I'm too impatient.
Fuck.
But you just marinated fucking Sunday, edit for 2 days, and there you go.
I know, but I like to
eat
eat when I'm hungry, so I'm a
You don't eat
shake
for 2
guy.
days till you get
Time
back,
out.
or
You
what?
cook. You have something else. Wait. You know what marinating is? You just put the
Did
chicken.
I leave my cashews at his house?
No.
I think. Did I?
What, you hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving, man. We're talking about all this.
You want a granola bar?
Nah.
You want an
I think I
apple?
left my cashews.
No. I put them in your bag.
Beautiful.
So he's hungry. Offering food. He says, "Nah." Like I'm an asshole.
No, I don't want food now. I'm in for it.
Apple?
No, I'm good.
We'll wait till the
the
podcast
wine's
is
beautiful on my stomach.
It's good, eh?
Yeah, it's great.
How long is this so far?
Actually, it's about an hour.
About an hour? Wow.
We'll top her off in an hour, and we'll see. We'll just go over a couple minutes of it, see what you guys like, what you don't like.
There's a few. I think there's one funny part.
There's a few funny farts. There's a few funny farts.
Few
There's
few
farts.
funny farts. All right.
There is farts in the
There's a few
podcast.
funny parts.
There's a few funny parts.
Poo funny farts.
There's a few. So how much is a few, guys?
There's 3.
There's 3
Is it
funny
an
parts.
Did we clarify?
See, you just said there was a few. Yeah, there's definitely not 8 funny parts to this.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna fucking stop this.
Cabin Podcast.
Is that how you? Is that your outro?